Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we will be lip swatching. We will be lip swatching a whole ton of Summer Fridays dupes, of lip butter balms, of lip balms in the squeezy tubes. All very similar, all the same similar kind of products. We have Laneige, we have Elf, we have Rhode, we have so many different brands. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. I have currently the Gisou like watermelon lip balm on just because I wanted something before I put on a bajillion different lip products. But we can go ahead and take this one off. It's stunning, but it's not in a squeezy tube. We're gonna start off with our Summer Fridays in the shade Vanilla. I'm sure you guys have seen this a million gazillion times. I've used up multiple full sizes. I've used up minis. I've used up deluxe sizes. I love this lip balm. The vanilla one is the clear one. If you don't know, these lip balms are $24. And so brands have duped it, they've tried to dupe it, they've attempted it. And don't get me wrong, I personally like the Summer Fridays the best, but I know a lot of people who like the Rhode ones, and so I'm just kind of honestly, the idea for this video is that I'm lip swatching every single one so you guys can see them on. I'm gonna try to give shorter explanations, but I personally already know which ones are like closest to Summer Friday. So anyway, we're just gonna have some fun swatching some products. So here's the shade Vanilla from Summer Fridays. You can see the formula is glossy, it's moisturizing, my lips feel nice and moisturized, but they look so pretty, and I think Summer Fridays has perfected this combo. The smell is delicious, it is such a nice vanilla scent, not too over the top, it's literally perfect, and so the formula is not sticky, it's very comfortable. I think Summer Fridays just wears the crown, they just do, but we have lots of options. Lots of alternatives. So we're going to swatch all the clear ones first, and then we'll move into like colored and pinks and that kind of stuff. You know what? Let's do the Rhode ones next. So these are the peptide lip treatments. I think that's the thing with the Rhode ones that are a little bit different is the peptide. I think for the Rhode ones, they're just not as glossy. They're a little bit more Vaseline-y in my opinion. They feel like a Vaseline like that you get right out of the tub. That's what they feel like to me. Like the texture feels a little bit greasier in a way, like slipperier. Shouldn't say greasy, I'll say slippery. But they're comfortable, they're nice. This is the peppermint glaze one, which I don't know, I don't think it's still available, but hopefully she brings it back for the holidays. If not, I'm so sorry. This is the only one I have, but I like the peppermint scent. I just don't love the finish or the texture as much as Summer Fridays, because again, it feels like slippery. It's very weird. I don't know. But it does feel like Vaseline, so I could see how a lot of people like that one. If you're looking for more of like a makeup-y, I guess, product, I would go with the Summer Fridays. If you're looking for something that's just like more lip balm, again, lip Vaseline texture, then go with the peptide. But here's the shade Peppermint Glaze from Rhode. You can see it's just definitely not as glossy at all. All right, let's go with the Emco, because they call this the peptide lip treatment, lip buttercream or whatever, but obviously it looks a lot closer to Summer Friday, so it's interesting. They're like, you know, we're coming for Summer Fridays and Rhode maybe? I don't know. Who knows? The Summer Fridays could have peptides or whatever as well. They just don't call it the peptide lip butter, you know what I'm saying? But you can already see the Emco one is very similar to the Summer Fridays. I think the texture is not the exact same. I think there's a closer dupe we have, but I've said this before, this one is a great alternative. You can see how pretty it is. It looks stunning. Again, not sticky. It's not gonna, you know, create those lines. It feels moisturizing. My lips feel good, and they look so cute. They look so cute. You know, now that I'm feeling everything back to back, I would say that this one is a little bit of a combination between the Rhode and the Summer Fridays, because it's not as Vaseline textured, but it has a little bit more of that like slippery kind of texture that the Summer Fridays doesn't have. which is interesting. It's nice. It's not bad. I really like this one. I've used these for a while now, and I would repurchase this if I, you know, use it up, and I'm probably going to use this one up pretty soon. Like, you know, the fact that I put a charm on it, that means I loved her. I love her. And so that's a great alternative. This is the Emco in the shade Buttercream. All right, let's debunk this one really quick because I saw this up hanging around last holiday season. I would say this is the Vitamin Sooo. It's the Lip Butter Balm in the shade Vanilla Snow. People are like, we got a $4 Summer Fridays dupe. We do not. We most certainly do not. I honestly, normally if I have like clear gloss, honestly, normally if I have like clear glosses like this, I will try to just like use it up and move on with my life, but I couldn't do that with this one. I mean, I should, but I just haven't. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's interesting. This one is a grippier, I would argue borderline stickier kind of formula. It's a little bit thicker, but you can see it's not as glossy. So it's kind of like you're doing a lot, but you're not giving the finish that I want. And I wouldn't say it's similar to the Rhode one. I feel like, again, it's a little bit thicker, but again, almost stickier. It's just not a very, to me, it's not a very comfortable formula. I probably could just like make myself use it up or something, but it's not my favorite. It's not a dupe. I guess it could be like a similar alternative. This is one for personally if you have like, you know, a 10-year-old or like a younger daughter or someone who's like wants to do some makeup and you're like, you're obviously not going to buy them a $24 lip balm, but you want them to have something that looks similar and like still, you know, is super cute. This one might be perfect. But I think if you're personally looking for like a dupe or something, no. Just no. It feels like thicker almost. It's so weird. I don't know what is in that formula. I have no idea. Like melted plastic? I don't know. I don't know. Here's the Vitamin Sooo Vanilla Snow. I will say that's an interesting call too. Like they put it in the pink packaging, but this is the clear gloss. Is it pink? I don't think so. Oh, you know what? I guess it is a little pink. Oh, I don't know. That looks kind of clear to me. I don't know. No, I think that's clear. I have no idea. I don't know. It looks clear to me. Let's do Laneige first, or next, because this is a Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the shade Candy Cane. I also don't think that these are similar to the Summer Fridays or the Rhode. I think these are their own lane as well. These are meant to be the glowy, juicy, oh my gosh, looking lips. And I think these are so pretty. I was a hater. I was a hater for a little bit because I was diehard Summer Fridays and nothing compared. But I'm like, Marissa, you can love multiple things. After the shade the shade Candy Cane came out, I was like sold because they're so glossy. Like if you're looking for that gloss, that juice, that plump, this is the one you want. These are the ones you want because they're so juicy. I wouldn't say they're necessarily like, they're not drying or my lips, but I wouldn't say they're necessarily moisturizing. Like they're just kind of like, you know, like a lip gloss, a regular lip gloss, I feel like. They're also not sticky though, which is really nice. Again, you're not getting those strings or anything like that. It's very comfortable, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a moisturizing lip product. It's meant for that gloss, I feel like, or that glow, I feel like. It does have, it says Shea Butter, Muru Butter, Nourish, Hydrate, Gloss, and it does do that. I just think some other ones, like if you're, I feel like when you start to, you know, if you want this much glow, you're gonna like, it's not gonna be as much focus on like the nourishing and that kind of side of it, whereas if you want a little less glow, like you can get the Summer Fridays and get a super moisturizing like lip balm. There's obviously that option, but these are great. I love them so much. So they're just a little different in my opinion. In my head, they're a little different, but whatever. So here's the shade Candy Cane by Laneige. I'll actually swatch this one next. This is Summer Fridays in the shade Sweet Mint. Another clear, but this one's in the shade Sweet Mint. So it is mintier. Yeah, it is pretty similar. It's similar to the Candy Cane from Laneige, but This one is still, it smells like a little bit like mint chocolate chip ice cream, I feel like. Like, you know how the mint chocolate ice cream smells like mint, but like there's that little bit of chocolate? That's what this feels like, but they just call it the shade Sweet Mint. I don't know, it does smell like mint leaves too. So, I don't know, it's different than the candy cane. But you can see these are pretty, they're nice and glossy, and they are really similar to the Laneige, don't get me wrong. But I think that this one has like a more moisturizing base to it. I don't know the science, I don't know the real thing, but I just wanted to show you this one real quick, the shade Sweet Mint. Okay, now we have the ColourPop lip balm, the Fresh Kiss, in the shade Vanilla Cake. So obviously it's supposed to be duping the shade Vanilla from Laneige. I like these too. I would say these ones are probably one of the most moisturizing out of the batch that I just swatched. I think they're pretty like thick. They're pretty thick. But they feel really moisturizer, but you can see they're not like the most glossy in the whole wide world. They still have a nice gloss to them. But I wouldn't say that these are dupes for the Summer Fridays. I'd say they're great alternatives, similar to MCO. They're great alternatives. They're just like a little different in texture. I would say, yeah, these are pretty thick. And so they feel it feels a little bit thicker on the lips. That's something else I didn't mention about the Summer Fridays too. They feel so lightweight. It feels like you have the gloss. It looks like it looks so stunning, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing like gloss. This one's a little bit thicker, so you can feel it a little bit more. But very similar, and you cannot go wrong for the price at all. This is the Fresh Kiss Glossy Balm from ColourPop in the shade Vanilla Cake. I would say too for this one, this scent is a little bit, it does smell like vanilla cake. So if you smell vanilla cake, you know it's like that sweeter, cakier kind of scent. The Summer Fridays original vanilla smells like vanilla, like the perfume vanilla, that kind of scent. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for an identical scent as well. This one is more of that cake kind of smell. I would argue sweeter, I guess I would say. All right, and then this one is the one that I would say is the closest dupe to Summer Fridays, the texture, the feel, the look. So this is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm in the shade Vanilla Soft Serve. So we got lots of versions of vanilla. Actually, I could just put it on. But I think that these are really, really close. They feel lightweight. They're really comfortable. I would say this one, I think, yeah, is a little bit grippier, So again, grippier, I don't know if that means like a little bit thicker. It's like, I don't know what, again, in the formula wise, but in my head, like it's just a little, my mouth, it's not sticky, but my mouth holds together, like runs together a little bit more than like, it's very bizarre. It's a very minute difference, minute. But I've tested this, okay? These are great alternatives. I think this shade specifically is a great alternative for the clear shade in the Summer Fridays. I think my biggest gripe with the e.l.f. ones are the shades. Like, I honestly would full force just switch over. That's a lie, because I love the Summer Fridays so much. But I would so full force back up these e.l.f. ones if they chose different or other shades like that they came out with, because some of the shades I just didn't like, and they're not dupes. They're not exact colors as the Summer Fridays, and I think the Summer Fridays was so smart about their colors, so blah, 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 blah. I would, for the clear shade, 110% just get this one. You don't need the Summer Fridays. As much as I love the Summer Fridays, these are great alternatives. But for the other colors, I don't know. But you can see, look at it. It's so pretty. It's glossy. It's comfortable. It feels nice. It hardly feels like you're wearing anything. Again, unless you kind of like rub together, you can feel it. Like maybe it is a little bit thicker, but it's minute. Very small difference. But this is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm in the shade Vanilla Soft Serve. Yeah, I would say too that this one's a closer scent. It's a very light scent. Some of the e.l.f. ones are pretty like scented, and some of the, I mean, some of the same with the Summer Friday, the ones that have scents can be like a lot. This one is very, very light, which I thought was interesting. They could have added a little bit more scent to this one, because then it would have been like a perfect dupe. But so the vanilla from Summer Fridays, you can smell a little bit more. This one you have to like kind of like stick really close, and then you can smell it. But then, you know, it's fine, to each their own. You know, some people are sensitive like that, so it makes sense. All right. Last but not least, this one's just different. It's also Summer Fridays, but we're just gonna swatch the shade Hot Soup Toasted Marshmallow, because it's new. It just came out. These are the clear shades, but they have a little bit of like sparkle to them, if you will. It's like little particles, but in this one you can't feel them. They're very light, and you can see it. You can hardly tell the difference, but there's a slight like reflectiveness. And again, I could get closer, I guess. It's like hard to see though still, which I appreciate. I think it just it looks, oh, the overall effect looks really pretty. But it's like really hard, it's hard to tell. So again, I like that better because I'm like, I don't like when it looks like you're wearing like a disco ball on your lips, you know what I'm saying? But this is the shade Toasted Marshmallow. It's like the combo's so perfect. I don't know what it is that's going on. Like, they're not thick necessarily, but they feel so nice. They still feel moisturizing. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that one. Really quick, just if you're curious, my absolute favorite, of course, is the Summer Fridays. I think these are incredible. Because I love the Summer Fridays so much, like, of course I love the e.l.f., but it's like I have the Summer Fridays, love those. So I would say second would probably be these Laneige ones, the candy cane, but the Laneige lip glowy bombs are actually really nice, but I love that one. Again, it's still a little bit different, but still really nice. And don't ask me why. I don't know why I feel this way. I love these Emco Beauties. They're a little bit different again, so maybe, again, that's why, maybe that's probably why, because they're different from the Summer Fridays, but I love them a lot. So I would give those thirds. That spot third, and then I would give fourth to the e.l.f. ones, the melting lip balms, and then I would give fifth to the ColourPop Fresh Kiss. Those are nice. They're just not like my absolute favorite. I like the glossy finish, you know what I'm saying? And I think those aren't as glossy as the other ones. And then honestly, I would give the Rhode ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th, and then I would give the Vitamasoo 7th. So the only two left are more Summer Fridays, so I'm not gonna rate the colors, but because they're all the same scents and colors. But this is based off formula. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm really sad because I forgot one, and now we have to put it on really quick. But this one I probably wouldn't even like rank in that thing anyway, because this one's different in the sense it has SPF. So this is the K-Skin IO Lip Balm with SPF 30. And I think these are great. I think my biggest gripe is, you see this, I don't know if the SPF is doing something wild, or like since it's SPF, I always bring it out in the heat. I don't know, but these things get so nasty, and then when you try to squeeze, nothing comes out. You have to like push. My fingers are like touching right now and nothing is coming out. These are so annoying, but they're the only one that I have that has lip balm, SPF in it. There we go. And they're really pretty. Hold on, I'll swatch it. Ugh, you could taste the SPF though. It's only normally I love this like in the summer, but because it's fall, I'm so over the SPF. Smell, the taste, the whole nine. But this one, it does. So, you know, if you don't like that smell, you're not gonna like this at all. But look how pretty. Aren't these so pretty? Like, for the fact that it's SPF, it's really pretty. So this is the K-Skin SPF 30. Like, that one's in its lane of its own. It tastes so strong. Wait. I have to get it off. That's a lot. But it's SPF 30, so it's unique. If you're looking for that, but like there's a lot of SPF in there. So if you have recommendations, that would be much appreciated, because I hate when my lips burn, and they don't do it often, but sometimes, or like I know that they're on the verge of burning, and I'm like, no. So I do love a good like SPF lip balm, but like I don't want to be swallowing sunscreen. Alright, next we have some nude. So let's just start off with the lip butter balm in the shade Vanilla Beige. Summer Fridays also, like, again, a lot of their color choices are just smart. Same formula, stunning finish, but the color choices are my personal favorites, because it looks like a Your Lips But Better, but like nuder. That's literally it. It's so stunning. And I absolutely love this one. And I don't wear a lot of colors because I don't like to wear a lot of colors. I just not personally. So I like this one because it obviously adds a little something like with the whole look. You can see it like looks all together, put together, but it's not crazy. So this is the shade Vanilla Beige from Summer Fridays. Literally stunning. And then, while that I have that one in my mind, we're going to try this one. So this is one, the Natrium, however you say it, the Final Glow Lip Balm. I have the shade Latte. This is one that I've heard time and time again. Oh, this is a dupe, this is a dupe, this is Summer Friday. Oh, let's see if mine works. Oh, okay, it's not going to work. This is a dupe, this is a dupe, blah, 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 blah. It's not though. It's real. The formula is much, much thicker. So much thicker that sometimes it's hard to squeeze it out of here because it takes forever. Sure, it's so sticky is a thing too. It's not the same formula. And so maybe like the finish is similar, whatever, but I think, you see, sometimes it gets those lines because it's just thicker. It's stickier, it's thicker. It's not the same formula. At the one point, this was one of the only like options, alternatives to the Summer Friday, so I understand that. But now we have e.l.f., ColourPop, MCO Beauty. We have options. You don't need this one. It's not a dupe. It's just not. It's a nice gloss, but you can feel it. It's heavy. You can feel that it's you wearing lip product. You can see it looks pretty thick on my lips, and it does feel sticky. Like my lips are, you can see, sticking together. It's not the same formula. It's not a dupe. This is the Natrium whatever in the shade Latte. So I made this whole video just to tell you that because it's so silly that people are trying to get you to buy these. These are not a dupes. There are drugstore alternatives. Even the Vitamin Sooo ones would be a better option than these. I'm not gonna lie to you. Or a closer alternative, I should say. But just get the other ones. Let's try it. We'll just pop on the ColourPop Fresh Kiss. Again, same formula. This one what is this? This one is the shade Caramel Latte. No, we'll swatch one of my favorite scents ever. Yeah, for some reason, I love a good caramel latte. I love coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but every time they put it like caramel latte or like the coffee flavor, it's just not my favorite scent. It's so strong, but these are so pretty. So this is the ColourPop in the shade Caramel Latte. Very similar to the Summer Fridays, you know. Okay, we're gonna just, because I've talked about a lot of these formulas before, none of these are a new formula, so we're just gonna put the pedal to the metal and like lip swatch these pretty quickly. So let's start with the Summer Fridays in the shade Pink Sugar. I'm almost done with this. I gotta squeeze the life out of it. She's hanging on for dear life. This is shade Pink Sugar. And then we're gonna go with the MCO Peptide Lip Treatment in the shade Fairy Floss. Very similar. They definitely smell different though. So again, if you're looking for scent dupe, this one is not the same as the Summer Fridays. Although I don't even know what the Summer Fridays, like obviously candy I guess, but like pink sugar, what does that even mean? I have no idea. But this one does smell really good. I'm not gonna lie. It smells really good. This is the shade Fairy Floss. Okay, then we're going to do the Fresh Kiss Glossy Balm in the shade Strawberry Milk from ColourPop. I love this smell. Again, not the same. Similar color for sure. But this one smells like strawberry shortcake. Like strawberry shortcake, the character. Everything that was strawberry shortcake scented, the character, this is exactly what it smells like. It's so nostalgic and it's so gorgeous. It's literally stunning. So here's the shade Strawberry Milk. Perfect. It's so good. That one's one of my favorite scents ever, like including like over some Summer Friday scents because it just smells so delightful. So pleasant. Okay, then we're going to do the e.l.f. in the shade Strawberry Shortcake. So again, none of these are scent dupes, I would say, to Summer Fridays, but all very similar colors where it's like, yes, they're pink, but they're like really just like a Your Lips Look Better kind of color. They're like slightly pinker than your lip color. And like, that's why I was having a hard time with the Vitamin C one because I was like, is it tinted? I don't know. Maybe they were trying their best. I have no idea. This one smells so good though. It's funny, this one smells like strawberry shortcake, the cake. Like the you know? Not the character, but the cake. This is the e.l.f. in the shade Strawberry Shortcake. This one is a little bit more neutral in color. It's not as like pink. I think some of these other ones are definitely brighter pink. I think these are ones that are pretty true to like their packaging. Obviously not as bright, but the like base of them, like this one's a little bit more milkier, lighter. This one's a little bit like, you know, a truer pink, and this one's a little bit more nude. So yeah, and it's the same with the Summer Fridays too. So all right, now we're gonna swatch the pink guava from Summer Fridays. I love this one so much. It smells so good and it looks so pretty. It is a little bit darker than the pink sugar, but similar in the sense it's not going to be too tinted. It's not like this overly pigmented. It's not as bright as like the packaging, but you see the tone is very similar. So pretty. So this is shade Pink Guava. I've said this 87 billion times that I had no idea what guava freaking smelled like. This smells so good. Smells so good. So I have no idea if it actually smells like guava, but it smells delicious. So this one also smells delicious though. This is the ColourPop in the shade Watermelon Sugar. Yeah, they were genius. And they came out with this before Summer Fridays came out with their pink guava. I said ColourPop. Did you know something? Did you know? It smells so good. It smells like those watermelon gum. Is that what it was? Like the watermelon candies. Anything watermelon candy that smells like. It smells so good. It's like nostalgic almost too. So pretty. It's actually a little bit more pigmented than I would say the Summer Fridays. But this is the ColourPop Watermelon Sugar. So pretty. It smells so good. Alright, then we're going to swatch this one, but it's pretty different. It is pink, but it has the shimmers in it. So this is the Birthday Cake from Summer Fridays. This one does have bigger particles, glitters, I feel like, than the marshmallow one. And that's why I don't use this one, because you can even see already. It looks like a disco ball a little bit. It's not my personal favorite in the whole world. I also feel like you can feel them a little bit when you're kind of going like that. And that's not my favorite thing ever. So I think they probably changed the formula, or hopefully they did, for the marshmallow, or it just so happens that the one I got didn't have as many glitters. I don't know, but you can definitely just see them a lot more in this one. So it's getting goopy. This is the shade Birthday Cake. I've also had this since it's like first released ever. So just so you know, that one's a little bit older. Yeah, whatever. Let's watch these really quick, just back to back, because all the other ones again are the same formula. These are the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum. So they're a little bit different. This is the shade Sugar Glaze. The packaging also is a little bit different. It doesn't have the traditional, like, you know, applicator. It has a donut, which is cute. It's fun. It's not my favorite applicator in the whole world, but these colors are absolutely stunning. The formula is gorgeous. These are, I would say that if you're wanting a tinted color, so if you want like a pigmented tinted lippy that looks glossy, that's still comfortable, not sticky, but looks so pretty, I would go with Laneige. Like, I think that a lot of these other ones, yes, they have nice colors to them, but they're very, like, again, Your Lips Are Better light colors. These are meant to be, they're the tinted lip serums. They're meant to be tinted. So obviously this is a more neutral one, but we'll swatch the other one too. This is the shade Sugar Glaze. It's so stunning. So pretty. This one is a little bit darker, so if you want a color, they have a lot of options too. If you're like looking, what is going on here? It's coming out like a weirdo. That's not the color of it. Is that the color? It looks like it's not mixing right. Oh no, there it is. You see? I was like, what is happening? That's not the color. It's this color. And I'm like, what is going on? I tried to mix it, but it didn't mix. That's so weird. I just didn't use it since I got these, because I think these are more fall colors anyway. But anyway, so if you're looking for something that's going to be pigmented, then I would go with these. Obviously, maybe shake them up, or make sure you kind of use it if you haven't used it in a while. But this is the shade Cinnamon Sugar. So pretty though, but definitely unique, you know, compared to all these other ones. I don't even think they have a clear shade at all in this. They're all like meant to be pigmented, tinted, duh. Okay, now we got the world's randomest colors ever. Okay, so let's do Summer Fridays in the shade Brown Sugar. This is one of Summer Friday's most pigmented, but I still feel like it's not, you know, it is pigmented, so it is darker than, you know, a lot of the other ones, but I don't think it's like that's its specialty. I think the formula is still like is the star for Summer Fridays, but this color is really nice. So if you like this color and you like the formula, this one is a great option as well. This is the shade Brown Sugar. But I don't know if you can tell, like the Laneige look a lot thicker of color, where like your lips are covered and they look smooth, but the color is like pigmented. This one I feel like is like a wash of color. Did that make sense? I don't know. Then we're gonna go with one of my favorite scents. It's the chocolate milkshake from ColourPop. Smells so good. It smells like a Tootsie Roll a little bit, but like, I don't know, the good kind. The good kind of Tootsie Roll. Again, a color, but like it's not, it's, I hate to say it's not its thing, but like it's a lot lighter than like if you were wearing this as like a liquid lipstick or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the shade Chocolate Milkshake. Okay, I'm gonna brave this one for you, but I don't wear this anymore. This is the Summer Fridays in the shade Iced Coffee. I hate this smell. I hate it so much. It smells awful, but I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna hold my nose, breathe out of my mouth, and show you guys this color. I forgot what it even looked like, I'm not gonna lie, because it's been a minute. It's a very light color. It honestly looks similar to like the vanilla beige or whatever. This is the shade Iced Coffee. I would say it's a little bit milkier than the vanilla beige one. Sorry, I forgot to show you this side. It's a little bit milkier than the vanilla beige. But honestly, this difference, I would say, is the smell. Like, if you really like this smell, then get this one. If you want the vanilla scent, get the vanilla. But I hate this smell so much. I hate it so much. It smells like a toffee, sort of, but it's so strong. It goes right to, like, my brain. Right to here, and I'm like, ooh, I can't do it. So, I didn't use that one. Okay, but I will show you Hot Cocoa. I do like this scent. It is stronger, so again, it's not one I wear a lot, but it is a nice color and a nice scent. It smells like, I said this before, but if you open up a Hot Cocoa packet, it's exactly what this smells like. But you know how sometimes you're like, whoa. That's what this smells like, but it's so pretty. Shade Hot Cocoa. All right, then we got some miscellaneous. So, let's do this one first. This is the ColourPop Wild Berry. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Again, this is another one that's like more of a wash of color. I look like a toddler. I don't wear this one a lot because I just don't love the color, but it's nice. It is nice. It's a berry color. This is shade Wild Berry. It smells really nice too. I usually like it. I always expect the Wild Berry like Capri Sun smell, because those always made me like sick. But this one smells good. It smells like I don't know, like candy. I don't know. But let's watch the Summer Fridays Cherry really quick, because I think those are supposed to be alternatives. But I feel like this is more, yeah, red. Yeah, no, ColourPop and Summer and e.l.f. both had red shades, but I think I got rid of both of them because I don't wear red lip glosses. But I'll show you the shade Cherry because this is so cute. Summer Fridays Cherry. It's brighter, but again, similar, like a wash of color. It's not super pigmented, but okay, we're gonna finish off with this color because I have no idea what it's supposed to be duping or what, but I love this color. It's the e.l.f. Glow Rival whatever in the shade Yummy Gummy. You know, maybe it's not supposed to be duping anything, I don't know, but I think it is so pretty. I think I'm missing No, I think I'm only missing one Summer Fridays, and that's the hideous shade Poppy. It's not even that ugly. The scent is horrid. I hate that smell so bad. So I got rid of mine because I never want to wear that again. But I have no idea I don't know, but it's so pretty. I think this color is so stunning. So if you like this color, and the smell, it smells like gummy bears. They're so good. It's just shade Yummy Gummy from e.l.f. All of them, guys. That's all of them. I do have some minis, but they're just repeat colors, okay? We're not gonna put repeat colors on. That is all of them. My lips are done for the day. It's a butt ton, and I definitely think that there's something for a little something for everyone. The differences between some of these are so minute. The point is that you don't need the Summer Fridays. I think the Summer Fridays are fun. I like to collect them all, you know, like Pokemon, like I know people have their things that they like to collect and whatever. I like my Summer Fridays. But I will admit there are alternatives. I think, again, the e.l.f. ones are a great alternative. I think the MCO Beauty is some of my favorite. Again, a great option. I have no idea why I love them so much, but I love them a lot. But e.l.f. MCO Beauty, I would say. And then I would also, those ColourPop ones, they're so fun because the scents. And I forgot about that, but when I was talking about them earlier, but I think that if you're looking for something that is just going to be so much fun to wear, the smell is so good, but they're fun and they're not too, you know, whatever. If you're looking for a gift or something like that, the ColourPop ones are really fun. I would say like nostalgic in a way. Now we have to pick what color to put on. Oh, we got chocolate milkshake. So, you know, there's a little something for everyone, and I think that, you know, some people's favorite are the Road. I hate the Road, but, you know, to each their own. That's the beauty of makeup and why there are so many options, because there's something for everyone. So, if you have any more questions, you're like, Marissa, what about this, or whatever, you know, I didn't look into ingredients or anything like that, so there's also that aspect of it, but yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. I had a lot of fun, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Let me know. Do you have a favorite lippy, or is it any of these? Did I try any? Did I miss any? I know there are a whole bunch of other alternatives and dupes to these because I've seen them and I'm like, girl, but I clearly don't need any more. I clearly don't need any more. So let you know. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.